Aye. Yeah, that's a clickbaity title. Yes, it's a clickbaity title. Yes, it's a clickbaity title. I'm Andy Gray. I'm a landscape photographer that does alternate stuff, and I just spent my last £200 to set up a YouTube channel. Okay then, well, why did I just write that clickbaity title to get you to look at this? Hold on, drop my mic. Don't move. Alright, so why did I just write that clickbaity title to hopefully get you here to watch this video? I've been watching quite a lot of landscape photography vlogs on YouTube this last few months. Maybe started September, October time. I'd stopped watching my usual Star Wars and wrestling YouTube channels, and actually started watching some of the photography ones. So I'm now an avid follower of people like Brendan Van Saun, Thomas Eaton, Simon Baxter, Nigel Danson. Lots of people like that. I'm really enjoying it. Really, blown away by the content they're putting out week in, week out. It's fantastic stuff, and a great resource for anybody wanting to do travel photography or learning landscape photography. But what they're not doing is doing something that's maybe a little bit more creative, a little bit more individualistic, and that's what hopefully I'm gonna progress to do as these YouTube videos get more have a bit more production value as time goes on, hopefully. Yeah, so basically I thought I'd join the fray, and due to my equipment not having any video capabilities whatsoever, I'm shooting on a Nikon D700 that's now 9 years old. There's no video on that. My D200 before that, no video on that. My D70 before that, no video on that. So I've had to actually invest some money just to take a basic video. So here we are, start of a YouTube channel. A YouTube channel that's actually been here for, I think, maybe 5 or 6 years with one video on it, and then I hid it. And maybe almost 3 years ago, I put a tutorial online, just me stuttering and stammering into a microphone as I edited an image, and somehow that 4,000 people have actually watched that. Hopefully learned a little bit from it, and just from that one video, I've already got somehow 121 subscribers, which is absolutely amazing for somebody that's put out one video over 2 years ago. So what kind of images are we talking about that I make that's different from everybody else's? Well, here's a couple of examples. So I do this now. Why the beginning of 2018? Well, the beginning of the year is always a good time to start anything. Diets, going to the gym. You'll not find me doing any of that. So my New Year's resolution is to start a YouTube channel up properly. Try to commit to it. I'm saying try. Please do subscribe and stick with us. Hopefully I will carry on doing this for all year long and beyond, with regular videos of what I'm shooting. Another reason why I'm doing it is because from maybe August onwards last year, I barely picked up my camera, and I really need something to get me to get out of the house and go and shoot new images. I'm one of these people that only like my latest images, unless they're really, 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 have some grip on us, from the distant past. Generally, I look at my images a couple of months later, and it's like I would quite happily delete them. So I've always got to be shooting new images. So I've got to force myself to go out there, shoot new images, and also hopefully go to some more interesting places, or places that aren't on my doorstep, that are a little bit further afield. All right, I'm not going to be going that far away, but I do need to get outside of Northumberland now and again. I am lucky that I live in a cracking area, loads of castles, tremendous beaches. Up in we've got hills to the west, beautiful spots. Don't like them because you've got to go up them and it's more exercise, and let's not go there. I don't like hiking, all that kind of stuff. I like beaches, they're flat. The other reason I'm starting this is the marketing aspect of it. As photographers, I'm sure a lot of us are very nervous about pushing ourselves out there. Look at my work. Well, look at my work. We do a lot of that because we're all on social media. But chucking out any old crap onto it, hoping for likes and thumbs ups and all that kind of stuff. But serious marketing where people are actually going to get eyes on and interact with you in the way of buying prints, booking workshops, one-to-ones, even online tuition, like one-to-one tuition. It's all about marketing that as well. The eyes on from the rest of the world. There are companies out there that will occasionally look at YouTube. It is probably the second biggest search engine in the world. Google main search being one, YouTube being the next one. So if you're not on it, you're actually losing out. And why have I not? I mean, I'm on every other social platform, so why the hell am I not on this one? It's just been ridiculous. It's been a no-brainer to crack on with my marketing in 2018 and embrace another platform. Maybe the other platforms are much easier. That's why I've been on them. Another reason why I'm doing this is I've got to get a lot more comfortable talking. I've always been a man of very few words. I've always sat back and let everybody else crack on, do their own thing, dominate the conversations. I really need to put myself forward more. I've got speaking engagements coming up, which in the past I've been very, very nervous about, and and ahed and got lost halfway through a thought. I've got a lot of editing to do from this because I've done that about 4 times already. So I've got to get more comfortable in speaking and put my own thoughts across. Become better at communication for being a lot more comfortable in whilst I'm doing my one-to-ones. Yeah, so basically I have a slight disconnect between what I want to do in my head and what I then have to then put into words to then tell someone, a workshop client, on how I approach it, because in my head it's just do it, and that's the way I've always been. I've never really needed to actually explain. I can't communicate, but I do need to get that a lot better because I've got more and more speaking commitments coming up. I've got to get a lot more comfortable with it. All right then, so you came here thinking, I want to know what this guy got for £200 to start a photography YouTube channel, another photography YouTube channel. What the hell did he buy for £200 to get him started? Why couldn't he use his mobile phone? Well, one, my mobile phone is crap. It's on its last legs. Every time I try to do record video, it just shuts down. So that was never an option. Sound's important, so I bought some sound equipment. And like I said before, I needed something to record visuals with. Needed a camera, and also this one does. Dropping my mic again. This one does time lapses and all this kind of stuff, so it will add slightly different elements to the visuals of the videos. which is good, which is way better than just looking at my ugly face. Right, so what did I get? With a discount, I got a Lite action camera, which did come as a recommendation from a friend who bought one for his 10-year-old daughter, I think it is, to mess around with. Well, it's good enough for a 10-year-old daughter, it's good enough for me. It takes videos, it's got time lapses, it's got the chance of taking a photograph on it as well, and the photo is probably going to turn out way better than what my mobile phone does. So I bought that. That was £80. Watching all these other YouTube channels and things like that, they're all recording their audio separately, and obviously when you're outside you need a decent microphone, otherwise you're not going to be heard. So I went out and bought the Zoom H1 sound recorder and a lav mic, which we have here, and that lav mic has all the connections for the Zoom to be able to connect straight into that. There are other mics that don't come with it, and this one was slightly cheaper. So I went for that, and it also had the furry dead catty type thing. I had one of them for when I'm outside. So I bought that and a few, and a little knockoff Joby Gorilla Pod thing to put the Lite on, and that came with a load of connections to stick it to your car windscreen and then hook it onto your handlebars and strap it to your head and things like that. So I bought some of that. So that all came up to £220. So I did actually spend more than my last £220, because at the time when I bought it, I only had £160 in the bank, and that was only because I'd put the little bit of money I'd got for Christmas into the bank. I now have some gear which I better use because it was the last of my money, and really I need to get some invoicing done so I can get some more money, and then I can maybe get on a little bit better and maybe get an actual camera to do vlogging with, because I know for a fact B-roll with this Lite is going to be a bit rubbish. So for supplementary visuals, I maybe need something a little bit better. So that's what I bought so far. So just wrapping up this video, it was a very clickbaity title I gave it, but you know, eyes on and all that. I did do a test vlog back in November, which is still private or unlisted on YouTube. I did load it on there. I borrowed a friend's Canon 100D to give it a go. It didn't have an external mic or anything. It only had an onboard mic, so the sound was pretty terrible. But it might give you a flavour of what might hopefully come in the coming weeks. So there will be out and about vlogs whilst I'm shooting. There'll be post-processing, because that's a huge part of what I do. Other thought processes, hopefully the odd interview with one or two local photographers or people that I run into. I know I'll be meeting up with a gang of them in May, I think it is, or late April, early May. So hopefully maybe have a few interviews. If they're not on camera, they'll certainly be recorded audially and put it on YouTube or some kind of podcasty thing or whatever. So that's the plans going forward. So yeah, thanks for sticking with us. Thanks for listening. Check out the blog post that contains that video. I'll either put it in the card thing here, or I'll stick the link in the description. So please, if you've enjoyed this or looking forward to see what I'm going to do next, do subscribe. Little button down there. I think it's down there. Or is it down there? Who knows? I haven't figured all this out yet. Hit subscribe. Hit the notification tab as well, so it gives you a little ding when it turns up. Always appreciated. And you can also follow us on my main social media stuff, Twitter and Instagram. You can get us at Andrew S. Gray on that. So thanks for your time. Hopefully catch you next time. Bye.